Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So San Jose State's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, San Jose State.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Quick handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Completes it in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He could have hit it. Good. In the middle of the uprights there. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Utes line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback now breaking the field. And couldn't quite find the crevice he... The 1st down. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got the quick pass. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll go to the ground. Nice move to stay on his feet.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. The back goes in motion. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Utes! Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming. It's down pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll do it himself. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Coffee. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. Time to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Jose State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it. Nice move there. They make the stop of this running game, moves the chains as they get the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Got a man. It's Hendricks. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Utes look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Steps away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
Back to the air one more time. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum.
17. San Jose State, 14.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On second down, looking to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Holds it in. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's going to take off. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. Ripping through the defense. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As a back in the offense coming onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hendricks. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's got his man. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Splits the uprights. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And the Spartans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
It's complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Utes look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have...
What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense not...
By the running back.
able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coffee.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Pocket starts to collapse. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to run for it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And that one will give them the lead.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pressure coming. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroach, defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oaks. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going instead. He'll hand it to his opponent.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At the 35, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He got it. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that McCollum. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's going to pass on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those old linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The Utes inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Leaves it with the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. They run the reverse. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pillow around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The offense will use the timeout clock as stop with 22 seconds left. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Touchdown, Utes! And the beatdown has ensued. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.